football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Syracuse's offense is on the field for the first time today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but Dave, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Gonna have some resilience because he's gonna get more totes, and he's gotta make sure he's ready for it.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He leaves it with his back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's locked. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Fires to the big fella. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
Hey, when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. There he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Running into the open space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Pauly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Now just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Cook.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Willis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Ross Simmons. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cuse. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
That makes the score Syracuse 7, Notre Dame 3.
coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw its car. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Gets it out fast. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gonna look downfield again. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Irish! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Finds the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Finding an escape route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
It's a nice job by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion. You get the first down.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Handoff from the gun. Got room to work. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the run, it's Willis. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're they're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Orange! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Syracuse, 14, Notre 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on second and inches. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's a tough yardage for a defense when it's third and short like that. You don't know if it's run or pass. Great job rushing the quarterback, getting to him, and getting him on the ground. That's a tough thing to do. QBs can scramble and pick that up easily. The defense was ready.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Ross. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving, looking to throw its car. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Fields. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Rushes on him. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Look Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds just short of the 50. Mark him at the 49. Clock is stopped.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Caught over the middle. It's Ross. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.